Something wicked this way comes. Hey, WIC students, my name is Paul Hopkins. I'm a professional actor. I used to work here at the Stratford Festival. I also ran Shakespeare in the Park in Montreal, Repercussion Theatre. We are going to talk about Shakespeare, reading it out loud, how to make it fun. Okay. So, Shakespeare. Shakespeare wrote scripts. They're not books. Not everything is there. This is a blueprint, right? So if I do a TV show, I get sent a script. I go in front of a camera, I act it out. You end up watching the final product, which is a television show, or in this case, as a piece of theater. That's really important to keep in mind. You are reading a script that Shakespeare wrote for actors to interpret, to present, and to say out loud in front of an audience. Keep that in mind when it comes to reading Shakespeare. Shakespeare, say hello to the WIC students. Hello, WIC students. This is a blueprint. Okay, you're not gonna walk into the blueprint, you're gonna walk into a building. In the archives of the Science and Technology Museum, one of the country's handful of national museums. Okay, see, now that's how we normally read things. We're reading about something. But that's not the way you read a script. You're looking at it from the perspective of the character who is within an imaginary circumstance. So the words that are coming out are the words that the character is using in order to sort out or navigate his way through a story. Now let's look at it and paraphrase it and put it into our own words. What bloody man is that? Who's that guy over there with all the blood on him? Oh, he can tell us. It looks like he's the guy who can tell us what's going on at the war. We put that into the imaginary given circumstances. We know kind of how we would say the line in our own words. Remember, Duncan is the king, there's a rebellion, and he wants to find out what's going on. What bloody man is that? He can report as seemeth by his plight of the revolt, the new estate. Now you see the difference between reading it like it's a newspaper, Science and Technology Museum, one of the country's handful, and reading it as if you're in the given circumstances, right? So, as you might know, Shakespeare wrote in iambic pentameter, which is the meter, it is the rhythm that is going and ongoing underneath all of the verse that is written by Shakespeare. Unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed, unstressed, stressed. And that happens, okay, I'm gonna put that in a different way. It's underneath, it goes ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. We're just taking that little dialogue between Lady Macbeth and Macbeth, all right? I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none. What beast was then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. All right, can you hear underneath me adding the sort of stresses to every second syllable? Try that on your own and see how it changes the way you read it. And it gives a kind of an intensity to it. I dare do all that may become a man. Who dares do more is none. What beast was then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. You can sort of see how you can use the iambic pentameter, intensify what you're saying, and get your point across. As a character, talking to another character, trying to get them to do something. Okay, look, it's getting cold here. I'm gonna wrap it up. You know the way you talk to your friends, or even the way I'm talking to you right now? That has a life, it has an energy to it. There's thought behind it, and you're trying to communicate something. Try and just add a little bit of that to the way you read Shakespeare. Use the punctuation to kind of break up the thoughts and try and understand it a little better. Use the iambic pentameter to give it a little bit of drive. But more importantly, and most importantly, just put yourself into the imaginary given circumstances that Shakespeare wrote and have some fun. All right, have a good one, WIC students. What's going on? It's a constant ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Sometimes the words don't fit exactly into that. And sometimes we want to cram the words to make them feel like they fit into it. And that kind of creates an interesting way of